Okay, so today I wanted to talk about the importance of self-care or self-care in general. It's something I've been trying to work on. I really need to work on it. It's something I want to get better at because it does make a difference. I tend to forget about that kind of stuff when I'm depressed, but I find that the more I do it, the less depressed I feel. Just taking care of myself in general, whether it's taking a long bath or putting on a face mask, going on walks, listening to music, that kind of thing. Anything that makes me feel better, anything that really relaxes me and makes me feel calm. I'll tell you, when you're depressed, nothing feels better than just a nice soak in the tub. It's so relaxing, and I try to do that more. I'm trying to do that kind of stuff more because it really does help. Sometimes I'll burn incense and stuff like that, just to get Does incense count as aromatherapy? Sometimes I'll eat a little chocolate. I don't know if that counts as self-care. Does it? Because sometimes I do. Sometimes when I'm feeling bad, I'll have like a piece of chocolate and then maybe watch something distracting. Try not to like overeat just a bunch of crap food, but just like a piece of chocolate or something. Just taking care of myself mentally. So I'm still kind of new to this. At first, the idea just seemed kind of dumb. You hear a lot about self-care online, and it usually is stuff like that, like take a bubble bath with a bath bomb, or do your nails, or put on a face mask like I'll do sometimes. And I thought, oh, yeah, sure, okay, whatever. When people would bring that up, and people have been saying, you need to work on self-care. And they would say that to me too, and I'd be like, yeah, well, because I didn't really think it was going to make a difference. But every time I've done it, I feel a lot better. So I'll ask myself, are my needs being met? Are they being met or are they being ignored? My needs. Am I taking all of my meds? Am I getting enough sleep? Am I exercising every day and just staying physically healthy? Even just interacting with others. I'll ask myself, have I been interacting with others recently? Because that helps me. But I'll go, periods of time where I don't really interact with anyone, or I don't get any exercise, or I don't even do any hobbies. But even hobbies, I see them as self-care now. Am I doing my hobbies? I'll ask myself. If I haven't been doing hobbies lately, let me start doing them. Because when I do them, they're A, distracting, and B, therapeutic. So I'm trying to get more into hobbies, especially this year. It's one of my New Year's resolutions. It was to get more into my hobbies. Because all that to me counts as self-care. It's not just face masks and it's not just baths. It's taking care of myself. It's taking measures to feel more relaxed, not being really hard on myself, just finding a way to be calm despite all the depression. And I don't always do it. There are times where I'm just like so depressed, I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna stay in bed for a while. But does that count as self-care, staying in bed? No. Doesn't sound like it. That just sounds like when you're depressed. I don't think that's self-care. Sometimes I just can't be bothered to do it, but I need to teach myself to keep doing it, because every time I do it, I feel better. And who doesn't want to feel better? I do. It's that initial hurdle, just getting out of bed and stepping into a bath or something like that I need to work on. But self-care is very important. I used to have none, and I was miserable. Now I'm slowly incorporating things into my lifestyle, like exercise, because to me that's self-care, and just doing my hobbies like this. YouTube is one of my hobbies. I'm starting to do it again because that to me is all self-care. And I swear, I always feel 10 times better afterwards, which is what I use for motivation to get out of bed on those days where I really don't want to do it. I'll just tell myself, you're going to feel 10 times better than you feel right now. I know you feel like crap right now, but if you just take care of yourself and you put on the face mask, or you take a nice bath, or you eat a little bit of chocolate, you're going to feel better. Not 100%. You're still going to be depressed, sure, but you'll feel better than you did before you did it. And that's what I tell myself. And that's what's been helping me do more self-care. Exercise is a big one to me. I'm not sure if other people would consider exercise self-care, but for me, I see it as taking care of my body and my health in a way that I enjoy, because I'm not like this huge gym rat or anything, just going on walks. And I find that to be really therapeutic, whether it's indoors, because it's raining today, indoors, or even going out on a stroll with either my brother or my sister, because I don't leave my house alone, and just going for a walk and taking a few thousand steps. I try to take at least 10,000 steps every day. and I feel better because of it. Self-care is so important. I'm still kind of new to the whole thing. I'm making it up as I go along. I'll see what feels good and then work on doing those things. Even like taking naps, not staying in bed all day because you're depressed, but just like taking a nap and maybe watching a YouTube video and relaxing. I consider all that self-care. And because of that, I think self-care is very important. Self-care is anything I do that makes me feel better about myself and just more comfortable and more at ease and relaxed. Anything like that. Anything that does that, I consider self-care. So, while, yeah, I'm doing it and I'm learning about it, I'm not the only one who does self-care. I'm sure a lot of you people do. A lot of you guys have experience with self-care. If you have any tips for me, so any self-care that you do that you think I could benefit from, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know because I'm still learning it, but I've found that it's really helping me, so I want to keep doing it. So if there are any of you guys out there who know about self-care or you have any tips for me, leave them in the comments, okay? Because I like it. I like taking care of myself. And for the longest time, I wasn't taking care of myself. But now that I'm starting to take care of myself, I feel a lot better. And I want to keep learning stuff like that. I want to feel even better. So, yeah, just be sure to leave them in the comments if you guys have any tips for self-care. And I appreciate you. I know this was kind of a short vid, but I don't know too much about self-care, so I can't talk about it for too long. I can just tell you what I've been doing and ask if you guys have any self-care tips for me. And I guess that's it. All right, well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.